The 1980s were a decade like no other. It was a time of bold fashion choices, unique pop culture moments, and over-the-top trends that seemed revolutionary at the time. But while some elements of the 80s have made a nostalgic comeback, there are certain trends that are better left in the past. Whether it's fashion faux pas, bizarre beauty crazes, or tech that hasn't aged well, these trends are things we definitely can't and shouldn't bring back. Let's take a trip down memory lane to explore 11 1980s trends we can never bring back. If there's one thing the 1980s will always be remembered for, it's big, voluminous hair. From teased bangs to sky-high perms, achieving gravity-defying locks was the goal. The secret weapon, tons of hairspray, especially Aquanet, which became a household name. But with environmental concerns over aerosol products and a shift to more natural hairstyles, we've gladly left these hair-raising trends behind. The 80s were all about making bold statements, and nothing was bolder than neon fashion. From electric green leggings to blindingly bright pink workout gear, neon was everywhere. While a few neon accents might sneak into modern outfits, the head-to-toe glow stick look is a trend we'll never fully resurrect. Thank goodness for that. Our eyes needed the break. Parachute pants were the ultimate in 1980s streetwear, especially for breakdancers and hip-hop enthusiasts. Made from nylon with lots of zippers and designed for movement, they quickly became a fashion phenomenon. As fun and practical as they were for a dance battle, their baggy, shiny look feels way too extreme by today's standards. Let's leave these in the past where they belong. Although Fanny Packs have made a fashion comeback recently, the 80s version was a far cry from today's sleeker designs. Bulky, brightly colored, and often paired with mismatched outfits, the original Fanny Packs weren't exactly stylish. Their unflattering and awkward placement around the waist made them a regrettable fashion statement. While today's versions are more refined, the original 80s Fanny Pack is best left forgotten. Remember those colorful plastic sandals that were all the rage in the 80s? Jelly shoes came in every shade imaginable and were a must-have for kids and teens alike. The problem? They were hot, sweaty, and offered zero arch support. Plus, they made your feet smell terrible in the summer. While they might trigger some nostalgia, jelly shoes will stay in the history books far away from our wardrobes. The power suit with massive shoulder pads was the ultimate symbol of 80s corporate chic, especially for women entering the workforce. The oversized shoulders were meant to convey authority and strength, but looking back, they seem more cartoonish than powerful. While a well-tailored blazer is timeless, we're happy to leave exaggerated shoulder pads in the 80s boardroom. The 80s were the decade of the mustache, with stars like Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds making it the ultimate masculine accessory. The thick, bushy stash was everywhere, from TV screens to high school yearbooks. But as facial hair trends have evolved, the classic 80s mustache has become more of a relic of the past. We won't be seeing that thick-lipped caterpillar make a full comeback anytime soon. Long before Netflix and streaming, there were VHS tapes. While we all have fond memories of renting movies from the video store or recording TV shows on these bulky cassettes, the technology has aged poorly. The tapes were prone to wear and tear, and rewinding them before returning to the store was always a hassle. We'll take modern streaming over VHS any day. In the 80s, bumper stickers were a way of life. Whether they showcased your favorite band, political opinion, or humorous one-liner, everyone seemed to have a sticker, or 5, on their car. While bumper stickers are still around, they don't dominate car culture like they did in the 80s. Nowadays, people prefer more subtle ways of expressing themselves without covering their cars in adhesive philosophy. The 1980s were the golden era of cassette tapes and boomboxes. Whether you were recording songs off the radio or making a mixtape for your crush, cassettes were essential. Paired with a giant boombox on your shoulder, they represented the pinnacle of cool. But with their tendency to unravel, the hassle of rewinding, and the superior sound quality of modern devices, we've thankfully moved on from cassette tapes and boomboxes. The 1980s were a decade of daring fashion, cutting edge, for the time tech, and trends that shaped a generation.